Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Alliance of Defiance. Playing today, spawning in the south. We have Italo 2.0 ITA playing as Soviets, who has counterattack, combined arms army, and NKVD. Y-Dude, also Soviets, who has mechanized support, combined arms army, and guard motor. From the north, we have Blue playing as Ostheer, who has Jaeger armor, Spearhead, and German Mechanized. And finally, Urban2112 as OKW going for Elite Armored straight away. In terms of rankings here, a ranged team on the Allies side, around rank 110, against random team on the Axis side, both around rank 50. Okay, conscripts getting overwhelmed. Big old blob there for Blue. Squad needs to close the distance. Well, looks like they're going to stay back, maybe deal with the stern pose, but that conscript squad's not going to last much longer over there. Here come the reinforcements now. Just one squad of them though. Incendiary grenades. Early tech truck out for Unban. Probably looking to get out the 221, so this is early incendiary grenades. But it looks like Italo's going to come out worse off in this one in the long run. Meanwhile, Y-Dude having trouble dealing with the blobs of Blue. Guys do end up retreating though. Combat engineers holding out quite nicely from that heavy cover position. The double fog screen, he's looking to win this one now. That being said, the Axis did take a little bit longer to secure their fuel. Wow, is that really connected through there? That's interesting. Interesting cutoff system. 4 green start for Blue. We've been seeing quite a lot more of that lately. As delaying the MG42. Soft retreating away from the green blob again. Looking for a superior cover position. Could have seen like one squad, branching out, maybe trying to cap a few of these other points, play a little bit more defensively from behind heavy cover positions with 1 or 2 fewer squads, but struggling at the moment is Y-Dude. Did go for a 4 conscript start. Doesn't have any commanders that have conscript weapon upgrades in the early stages. No PPSHs, no SVTs, so a little bit strange compared to what we see usually these days. Mine interrupted there. Oh, these conscripts are quite low in health. We'll start to drop models quickly. And there is that 221. This tank grenade's about to pop here. We've got 2 conscripts in the vicinity. Oh wow. I think Italo could have stuck it out there. The anti-tank grenades were just about to finish. 2 AT grenades. 221 probably would have died. Tiny bit of extra rifle fire from that healthy conscript. So yeah, seems like the Allies struggling quite a bit in the early stages. Italo did go for an early set of medics as well. Is that 2 command points now? Could consider going for some guards perhaps. Yep. A very easy way to deal with the 221. I've got 1 anti-tank grenade out. It's take a while to cool down, but Unban doesn't actually have probably enough squads to force away this conscript. Oh, I didn't notice this one over here actually. 221 does get very low, but does get away. Looks like Unbanned's going to have to take a pretty big backward step though. And here we go. Blob Boars on the right hand side. This time Waidu coming in with the heavy hitters. Got the flamethrower. Needs to see some merge action. There we go. Could be a wipe. Just about. And there we go. Another merge. Take a quick look at the KD here. Waidu has been getting off to a rough start, but seems to be same for both the Soviet players really. Need to be turning the corner now. We see a 4 conscript 2 combat engineer build from Waidu. That reminds me of a Happy Cat, right? Used to do a lot of these. Combat engineer decides not to close the distance with the flamer there. And a early pack from blue. I suppose it's not super early, but against Soviets, they usually don't have a light vehicle this early, unless they have, you know, a very strong start. Rushing a quad. Guards grenade doesn't do too much. Incendiary grenade though gets the guards very low in health. Has upgraded to the 223. A little bit more durable now. Lingering quite long. Throw out a Molotov. A decent amount of health damage thanks to that though. No tier 3 tech up from Italo. You can see like the manpower attrition really catching up with the allies. Ordinarily, Italo will probably have a little bit more than this. Oh boy, combat engineer on the far side getting roasted, and there it goes. Pio's just won that so hard. Both are on 3 models, but Pio's much better in the close range fighting. Rifle nade out, pretty well dodged, didn't do too much. Another Molotov out. The screen is actually getting quite low now. Conscripts running through their own flames though. Oh, that was not good. Could actually lose us now after all of that. Does force away the flame of Pyro, then jumps into the heavy cover. These Grenadiers are very low in health, but still hanging on at 3 models on that one. The other one's soft retreating out of there. Yeah, I mean, that squad ended up taking like third of its health and damage running through that Molotov. Did not go well. Oh wow, and Unbanned stacking a flak half track on top of the 221. You don't see that too often. Probably worth Italo considering a Zist at this stage. I know he's very close to being able to build that T70, but usually an early anti-tank gun is the best way of dealing with a flak half track. On the rifle nade. Oh, maybe not so good actually. Threw that one a little bit deeper. Kind of dodged into it. Well done by blue. Conscripts. Seems like the elevation blocking quite a few of those flak half track shots. Way to hold out for much longer than units usually do in heavy cover. And T70 on the way for Italo. Still about 100 manpower away from a Zist to follow that up. And we've got the Raketin in the build for Unbanned. You know, a little bit on the late side. But not going to impact them too much. Hitting the field roughly the same time as T70. Of course, T70 is a lot faster at reaching the front lines. And its move speed. See why dude really trying to focus down the Pyre Flamer so he can make use of this heavy cover position. Manages to do that. We have a machine gun bunker up for blue, so not going for an MG42, going for a bunker instead. T70 coming across to this side first. There's the pack nearby. Be a little bit strange. They could have got an extra LMG on the Grenadiers with that munitions. I generally feel like Soviets don't have a hugely hard time dealing with bunkers. Waidu going for a mortar here, which is interesting. Maybe he doesn't fancy using the Maxim against the LMG green blob this hard. With the formation changes, you know, once these are fully LMG'd up, can still get that death loop going on the gunner. Okay, got some mortar shells coming in. After a pretty good start, T70 takes a pack shot though, has to get out of there. Switching sides into the centre. Looks like the flak half track kick to smoke out, or maybe it was 221. Can't see the smoke down here on the card though. Oh, looks like it was the 221. The grenade from the guards. Getting coming in, but the guards can see that, so it dodges away before it takes a shot. Just out of range, but still in range to do damage to the Volks Grenadiers. Italo does have an anti-tank gun. So he's going to set up for a Zis barrage here. Conscripts need to hold on for maybe a second or two longer there. And now the LMG green blob right on top of that Zis, dodging behind the shrubbery. Bit of Molotov action through the wall. T70 taking another shot immediately. Oh, it's still alive after that. Didn't repair it up fully. And I thought they might have gone down to the double Raketten shots there, but still hanging in. A little bit strange to see why do get this as well, given that he's not up against any light vehicles, but I suppose that can kill the bunker. Maybe the Zis barrages can be quite effective against this level of blobbing as well. Good dodge, getting away from that rifle nade with the mortar. Just coming through, it's at 2 models, so extremely low. Half track getting out of there. Attack ground action from the T70. But look at this map control for the Axis right now. Allies really up against it, getting off to a slow start. And only one T70 as well, not double. Which maybe could have made a good pushback over the last 4 or so minutes. Look at this, a very fast Panzer IV coming in for blue.
We have a forward structure under attack.
On mode though on the T70 spotting. This is going to clear off that bunker, open up the fuel point. So I mean, it did allow blue, you know, control over here for maybe like 3 minutes-ish. Maybe he feels like he got good value out of that. I'm not entirely sure myself. Here comes the Panzer IV. You do have the Zis nearby. Circled around at the moment. Zis coming in from the right hand side as well. Quite enough health damage there to get the engine crit. Just trying to go for some attack ground action. The flare up, doing some spotting for the allies. Oh, big damage. Nearly dead there. But the Allies do seem to have found a little bit of a stronghold in that corner. Hanging on for dear life at the moment. Very defensively placed Schwerpanzer headquarters. Trying to stay out of bombing range. Do have the bombing strike and Combined Arms Army. Might have also for a guards commander. Hasn't fielded any guards, but nice support. So 152 will be available later on. Blue still hasn't locked into commander either. Could be Elephant to counter that. Standing strong behind the heavy cover sandbag. Kitten doesn't quite get a shot through. Wasn't set up. Coming over to this side, repaired up, but this isn't a nice position to counter. Oh no, he picked it up just at the wrong time. Does manage to get a shot through though. Clearing off the sandbag. And that mortar is getting some work done. Up to Vet 2 now for Wydute. And the Allies, you know, with the team weapon digging, are slowly fighting their way back into this one. Oh, I thought the conscripts were in range for an anti-tank grenade there. Doesn't go for it though. Now they're dropping like flies, that conscript squad. Maxim popping the sustained fire here. Barrage onto the heavy cover as well. Oh, and the mortar shells are coming down now as well. Just inching forwards, hoping for some damage on the 221. Can't get it. We've got double Raketans now for unban as well. A lot of manpower floating. Looks like Blue going for a second Pio, speeding up the repairs. That's a pretty good idea. Unban pushing out a Panzer IV, a little bit late on the timing, you can see. Could have built that quite some time ago, but interesting. Maxim working nicely here, getting the suppression going very well. Ooh, late dodge on the rifle nade. Conscripts do survive. Trying to crawl in range for a rifle nade, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure. And Wydute's doing a good job of shutting down Blue's blobs now. Looks like Blue gonna try answer back. Panzerwerfer coming in shortly. Italo Zis has pulled back for some healing and reinforcement, and he's putting down a howitzer to try and bust up the position through the center. It's interesting. Has put down tier 4 tech, so, you know, could have gone for a Katyusha instead. Does have the fuel. Deciding to go for the howitzer though. Oh, and we've got a lock-in for Blue, going for Spearhead now. So it does mean no Elephant to counter the ISU 152 later on for Wydute, who does seem to be saving straight for that. So about 80 fuel away and a lot more manpower. Has gone for a second anti-tank gun as well. And the Howie getting some damage onto these vehicles. Quite a lot of scatter firing from that range. Ooh! Oh man, that's a nasty Werfer strike. 11 kills on the first hit. Oh wow. Combat engineers go down as well, you can see that there. Oh, and Wydute doesn't have anything to hold on. His team weapons have to get out of here. There's no front line to hold off these grenadiers. Points have been draining quite slowly from the Allies though. Axis have had trouble setting up the triple cap. Looking to apply the hurt. Scripts are there. They jump into the building. A little bit slow getting out for the anti-tank grenades. Oh, firing off the smoke. Just hanging on by a thread. Attack ground, but it misses. So Panzer IV should get out of there safely. It's just not quite fast enough to get it. And now this actually could go down. So low on health. Pies could maybe have charged in to hope to get the decrew. Decide to pull back for some repairs. Got the Werfer ready to fire again already. Sandbags interrupted. He's still ticking, but you can see it's been very limited. Only 3 kills on the field for, what was it, 10 minutes 30? So much lower kill count compared to what we usually see on a T-70. Probably expect it to be closer to like 15 at this stage. Howitzer in a good area. Plenty of troops. Oh, a lot of health damage, but 0 kills there. And the Werfer striking again. 4 kills that time, no wipes. Panzer IV doing up to 5 kills now. You can see Waidu just going full dig-in mode. Sandbags for days. Gonna hold on to this area. Fuel cache for Italo actually interrupted there. This green blob having a much harder time pushing into these sandbags. Got some smoke down, frag bombs coming in. Oh, and the conscripts, he dodged away with 2, but not with the 3rd. Maybe thought that they wouldn't quite land that far forwards. He's losing a squad clumped up on cover like that. Suppression working nicely here as well. 3 on that mortar now. Yeah, that Maxim working overtime, doing a really good job. Pack slowly blasting through these sandbags, but at what cost? Losing quite a few green models. And you can just rebuild those sandbags for free. There's a Werfer strike though. Conscripts dodging forwards. And avoid most of the damage. Another 2 or 3 kills there for the Werfer. And Waidu with the sandbag digging, working nicely. Oh, T-gun decrewed over here. Just jump back on it and do enough damage to the Panzer IV that it's playing quite cautiously at this stage. Okay, Italo going for his first vehicle from Tier 4. Going to be the SU-85. See if the Howitzer can get any kills this time. Unbanned, kind of running right into the danger zone. And Blue's got the Tiger out now. Definitely needs that SU-85. Waidu though. It's the ISU-152 timing, and maybe this is the turning point for the Allies. Axis, you know, have had pretty strong control, but haven't drained that many points. Allies only down by about 100, so it's looking kind of good for the Allies. You know, they've got the Howitzer, Axis with no real off-map to counter. The vehicle detection from the 223 operating here. They got the ISU without an elephant to counter it, so the composition may be starting to pay off right now. So the double tanks were considering going out back. I'm not entirely sure. Howitz is pretty well defended down that corner. Got a few mines down this flank as well. Might need a rotation of one of these anti-tank guns though. They're camped out on the side and all of the Axis tanks are in the center at the moment. The sight block is working nicely for the Axis though. SU-85 unable to get an angle. There's the ISU firing. Don't know what it's firing at though. Looks like the Axis kind of giving up on trying to push into this zone, fighting more towards the center. There's the ISU now though, into the center. There we go. Getting off to a strong start. Coming in from the side. Oh, walking Stuka. That was a big hit. 10 kills. Man, this Axis rocket artillery going hard. There's a 4 coming in, but there is a second anti-tank gun there. I don't think you could see that. I think that was in camouflage. Oh, there goes a green squad smoking out with the Panzer IV. Howie continuing to rain down. Looks like it got some kills. Up to 6 now all of a sudden. SU-85 bouncing. It's a rear sight. And the Academy Panzer IV. ISU switching into the center now, perhaps. Would be quite good if Waidu could just plant a whole raft of mines. See, Blue never actually got a minesweeper in spite of having double pyos, so he is very vulnerable to mines at this stage. ISU doing a bit of a drive-by here, switching back. Exposing his rear though. Axis tanks are swarming in. Oh, is this the end of the T-70? No. Could be the end of the Panzer IV though. Double Raketens are there. SU-85 decides to back off, play it safe. Oh. Panzer IV Tiger combo getting aggressive on that 152. It's coming in from the side, but it's under pressure from the Grenadiers. Shooting at a team weapon model running off. Ooh, big shot from the 152 though. Got the Howie coming down now as well. Some good hits. The 152 though, just slamming home the damage. Blue really hurting. Late retreat on these Grenadiers. Could see one go down. There goes the pack. Look at that. All of a sudden, Blue quite weak. Does still have a lot of resources to rebuild with. There goes a combat engineer. So walking stupid doing 19 kills up to 2 barrages. Some dream start for Unban. Anti-tank grenade from that conscript squad. Trinity's down in the center. Guess that was the 152 again, or maybe it was the T-70. Where's this 221 going? Oh, SU-85 almost finishing it off. Searchlight out the back. Maybe a little bit too far back though. Let's get a bit closer. Tiger charging forwards, but a good amount of anti-tank there for Waidu. smoke out to safety though. Good dodge on the bundle grenade from the conscripts. Taking a lot of damage over time from that. Okay, another Panzer IV for blue, so it's kind of indicating that he's going to get aggressive, go for some dives perhaps. As I was saying, he is still very vulnerable to mines. That kind of diving play backfires when you're not sweeping mines. Button, but does manage to get out of there before a second shot comes through. Got the howitzer coming down, targeting those Raketans. Do get away quite cleanly though. T-70 recon mode providing the sight through the center. Allies pushing back. Hard down by about 160 points now though. Getting aggressive, hoping to knock out the flak half-track. Doesn't quite manage to do so. Frag bombs on the howitzer out the back. How'd they get sight of it in the first place? Maybe it was a recon pass? Ah yes, recon pass on the IR searchlight. Conscript goes down to the Werfer there. But yeah, it's not enough health damage to actually kill the howitzer. Frag bombs is good, but not a guaranteed kill on the Howie at full strength. I don't know if it can kill the Howie at all. It always might land a tiny bit short in terms of damage. Oh, where's this walking Stuka going? Big mistake from Unban. Ouch. I guess he's going for a really deep walking Stuka. Didn't realize where that would end up positioning the walking Stuka itself. Just runs to its death there. Big mistake from Unban. It is elite armored, and you know, we've seen the elite armored trying to do very well with Jagdpanzers with the heat shells. I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen any of that from Unban. And our allies in control in the center now. Third Panzer IV for blue, so yeah, definitely looks like he's trying to get aggressive. Go for some diving medium tank place. Italo getting out a T-34 now. Look at this aggressive stuff. IR searchlight hanging in there. Its light is broken, oh no. That goes, eventually going down to the small arms damage. Oh, was that friendly fire from the 152? Oh boy. Oops. Ace-35 missing a couple crucial shots there. Might have had an opportunity to kill the Panzer IV. Rebuild on the IR searchlights for Unban. Rebuild on the walking Stuka as well. A lot of this at the moment hinging on the Raketan positioning of Unban, and they often don't seem to be working out that well. With a strike this time not hitting cleanly. Only health damage. 26 kills, has slowed down quite a lot. First strike, a big whiff. Did he use a recon plus for that one? No, he didn't. Yeah, that was not good. We have a lot of munis caches out the back for blue. As well as one fuel cache. Munis cache for the allies also. Yeah, you can see the allied army composition really dominating the late game at the moment. No elephant to counter the 152. Here we go. Looks like blue gearing up for a mass tank assault. 3 Panzer IVs and the Tiger. Looks like there aren't many mines down for Italo on this side of the map. So this could work out quite nicely. Tiger on this side. The thing is, there's not a whole bunch of like rocket artillery pieces out the back that can be easily killed by this kind of play. Recon playing up for Italo, maybe giving himself a tiny bit of intel as to what's going down. Frag bombs dropped on the anti-tank gun. Panzer IV swarming in. There goes the anti-tank gun. Uh-oh. This dive is not working out so far for the Axis. One S-35 down. Oh, a lot of misses. A lot of bounces for the Axis tanks. And that's 3 Panzer IVs down. No, just 2. Could be 3 shortly. Raketten's finding the 152 for a few hits. Trying to get away to safety now, blue. Oh, there goes the Panzer IV. Oh, he's lost all his grenadiers as well. That just that did not work at all. Oh, the Axis, I feel they did get pretty unlucky. The Panzer IV was bouncing a lot on the T-34 and Su-85. About 3/4 chance to penetrate at those kind of ranges, but yeah, that's not good. That just did not work at all for blue, and it's not like there were a whole bunch of mines over here to stop them either. It's just, yeah, not good. Didn't have enough impact right out of the gate. This is the real issue. Those initial targets taking too long to go down, allowing an easy rotation for the rest of the anti-tank to deal. Goes the Pios. Slow repairs now for the Tiger. Blue still does have a lot of manpower, can rebuild. It's been pretty lazy about that so far though. Okay, they managed to destroy the mortar. That's nice. Here comes the walking Stuka. Good connection. That IR searchlight's still so far back though. Surely that can't be providing sight this deep. Oh, there we go. The double Raketens. They're vetted up now. They're hitting quite hard. Good rate of fire. Close range Katyusha looking to decrew them though. Uh-oh. Second wave of rockets is good for Unban. Able to get away quite cleanly there. And Axis in control of the VPs at the moment. 130 or so point lead. Well, here comes the IR searchlight, getting a little bit too close to the action perhaps. Strike. Ooh, big one. Guards nearly go down. Searchlight has to back out. Definitely was too close. Tiger getting repaired up. Blue going for a machine gun. don't know about that. I mean, with the howitzer, with the Katyusha, with the 152, feels like machine gun's kind of a sitting duck at the moment. Don't think that's going to work well. I think Blue's trying to save for a Panther next, though. He's built a second Werfer. Just have a lot of resources, can build basically anything except for a Panther. So, I mean, it has to be what he's going for, right? Targeting the mortar, but the rocket scatter results in almost 0 damage there. Next, though, they did hold on to the points for quite some time. Can still win on the victory points, even after that disastrous push. There you go, that's a much better... Wow! Big wipe, 42 kills now. Here comes a walking Stuka. In the same area. Oh, but catches the conscripts on the edge. Ends up working alright. T-85 getting very far forwards. Recon pass from that IR searchlight. Double kittens inching through. Another frag bombs, but it did get repaired back up, so it is still available for the recruit. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Double Katyusha. Double kittens rather against the Katyusha. Ooh, another close call for Unban. If he loses both of those Raketans, the Axis are in so much trouble. They are lacking in the anti-tank department. We do have a pack coming out now for Blue. So my read of him going for a Panther was wrong. Goes for a Panzergrenadier and a... Oh boy, there we go. Howitzer wiping the pyros out the back. Axis just getting forced further and further back. Okay, no, it does go for the Panther. Cancels the P-Greens. Oh boy, the pack does not last long in front of that ISU. Got 2 hit there. Now I'm going to get finished off by the SU-85 as well. The Wefers are ready to fire again, though. Okay, finally Unban building a Jagdpanzer. Way overdue. Probably like a quarter of an hour overdue at this stage, but... let's see what he can get done with it. Okay, just dodging. Ooh, a lot of damage, but they all do survive. The rocket artillery pieces. Here comes the walking Stuka. Back, getting the decrew on the mortar. Quite a lot of damage onto the vehicles. That Raket's going to work. Strike out the back, not hitting too much. Oh, this one though does. Second Werfer. Tiger inching through, but oh, Volkswagen's in the center. Go down. The Raketens actually, one of them gets decrewed. Tiger going ham, but so many tank destroyers here. That does not go well at all. Didn't use smoke, I think, on the Tiger either. Maybe it was on cooldown, I'm not entirely sure, but suicidal Tiger play there from Blue. Can't tackle this kind of Soviet composition head on. Unless you know you've got like the decrew on the anti-tank guns. Maybe the SU-85s are pointing the other direction. Going head to head with them just does not work. Jagdpanzer's got a kill? Vehicle destroyed 1, but it's got 0 experience. How is that possible? Strange. Oh, second howitzer now. Some base howie action. A lot of repairs required for Italo at this stage. Searchlight could provide some sight. Oh, allow the Jagdpanzer to get to work here. Oh wow, that Katyusha barrage finally finding its mark, knocking out the Raketen. If a strike onto the Katyusha, hoping for like a counter barrage, I think. Doesn't really work though. To get quite lucky with the rocket scatter at that range for two of them to land clean on the Katyusha. Let's have a look at the Axis site here. You can see the edge of the T-70 on recon mode. Army sizes now, you can see the Allies firmly in the lead. Air bombs, is that again on the howitzer? Oh, this could be an opportunity. SU-85 inching forwards, we've got the Jagdpanzer nearby. I think if he put the heat shells on, that SU-85 could probably go down in 2 shots to the Jagdpanzer. Oh, it definitely would, of course it would. I wouldn't die in 1 shot though, would it? Be a lot more important. Oh, and that's just a walloping on the Panther. Panther coming in for some hits. Come plane up for Italo. Didn't really hit anything with that bombing strike. Pretty good Werfer strike though, nearly knock out the guards. Got the howitzers out the back though, causing disarray. Stug now for blue. Really struggling on the repairs. And the Allies not trying to overplay their hand, you know, they're not really branching out to this side. Trying to open themselves up to some flanks, just slow and steady through the center, and it's working for them. Blue sent a pyro out here with the sweeper, cleared off some mines. Maybe could make something happen coming in from a different angle, but doesn't seem likely. Could make that big flank from the side, but as I was saying, with no like vulnerable rocket artillery pieces out the back at that timing, that push did not end up going well. The T-70 on recon mode, providing that sight, allowing the Allies to be so strong through the center. We've got double Jagdpanzers now though, from Unban. Did not make use of the heat shells there though. Remember, if you do pop the heat shells, you can 2-hit the T-70 with those Jagdpanzers. It's a lot easier to kill them. Panzer's doing pretty well. Now a lot of damage onto those Soviet tanks. Oh boy, Panther charging in. Oh, and there we go, catches an SU-85. There's the smoke, needs to get out of here with that Panther. Oh my god, just way too late on the smoke. Double Jagdpanzers from the side, doing some damage to the SU-85. Oh, and they catch it too. Unban salvaging that situation. No! He goes down. Oh boy. Thought he was going to get away with that one. Not quite able to though. Should try to get some damage on, but doesn't have the penetration. Are back up to full strength. Needs to build another one though. So some good trades I think overall. Oh no, the Panther died. I forgot about that. Panther should have survived. He should have popped smoke 5 seconds earlier than that. He should have got away. Mechanized truck nearly dead to the howitzer fire. Didn't get repaired up after the earlier bombing strike on it. Repairs stretched for the Axis. They have been struggling, taking a lot of damage on their tanks, so it's understandable. Just rockets actually revealing the Jagdpanzer. Here come the P-Greens for blue. And they're nearly dead just like that.
Redouble your efforts. We are down to 200.
And there they go.
We have casualties.
Some well-spent manpower.
Panzer Grenadiers standing by.
Big damage from the WS-35s. Pretty good work for action. Axis just unable to contest the centre at the moment, though. Oh, and the... Oh, okay, I was going to say, Fox Grenadiers went down on a retreat there as well. That's brutal, but you know, they do survive. Another reasonable Werfer strike.
Yeah. Ready to
Stuka ready to fire as well. Nice truck in some trouble. Double Howie's coming down over here. Got plane up for Italo. Oh, that's Stug. That's the wrong neighborhood, buddy. Begins again, suicidal charge into the center. No protection for the Werfers over here that is rolling in.
The enemy has dealt us a blow.
And they both go down. Recon plane spotting, allowing the Allies to make that move very safely. Seems like the Axis might have given up.
We have lost an MG team.
Yeah, timing where players have left, but we don't know that it's over. But yeah, well played by the Allies, turning this one around late. Axis such a strong start, but Allies, you know, digging in with those team weapons. Strong play, always holding on to the southern VP and contesting the middle quite often, even if they just got the decap. So they only fell behind by, what was it, about 140 VPs or so. And then their late game composition just so much stronger. No counter to the ISU 152. Blue making that big charge with his tanks, triple Panzer IVs and the Tiger, but it just did not work out at all. I think he definitely got a bit unlucky on the Panzer IV penetrations, but that's why we don't see those kind of maneuvers too often. Very prone to backfiring. And yeah, the Allies just grinding this one out with that superior late game composition. Unbanned going for some Jagdpanzers towards the tail end there. And they were, you know, they were actually, you know, picking some Su-85s off. If he activated the heat shells a couple of times, could have knocked out that T-70 providing the sight, which would have actually been very, very helpful. It was allowing the Allies to be so strong through the center, that T-70 on recon mode. Could have really helped turn things around, but there you go. Anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like Good Game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.